People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. It's really hard, and you have to do it over a sustained period of time. So if you don't love it, if you're not having fun doing it, and you don't really love it, you're going to give up. And that's what happens to most people, actually. If you really look at the ones that ended up, being successful, unquote, in the eyes of society, and the ones that didn't, oftentimes it's the ones that are successful loved what they did so they could persevere when it got really tough. And the ones that didn't love it quit because they're sane, right? Who would want to put up with this stuff if you don't love it? So it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of worrying constantly. And if you don't love it, you're going to fail.
The world is too dangerous and the world is too difficult for you to think that you can do these things alone. If you find your spark, I commend you. Now, who are you going to ask for help, and when are you going to accept help when it's offered? Learn that skill. Learn by practicing helping each other. It'll be the single most valuable thing you ever learn in your entire life. To accept help when it's offered and to ask for it when you know that you can't do it. The amazing thing is, when you learn to ask for help, you'll discover that there are people all around you who've always wanted to help you. They just didn't think you needed it because you kept pretending that you had everything under control. And the minute you say, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm stuck, I'm scared, I don't think I can do this, you will find that lots of people who love you will rush in and take care of you. But that'll only happen if you learn to take care of them first.
People's opinion of you is none of your business, nor should you make it yours. You get in a lot of trouble worrying about what somebody think about you, when really, what difference do it make? Whether they wrong or right, what difference do it make? The majority of people who have a negative viewpoint of you really don't even know you. What I found about being successful is, it wasn't me who changed. It was people's opinion of me that changed. I got more, but hey, I'm the same dude. But your opinion of me has changed. Now you think I'm all that. When in actuality, I really am humbled by all this. I really can't believe God let me have this. I really do understand that I am here but by the grace of God. I'm clear about that.
When I was 20 years old, I was in college at Michigan State, and I was a virgin. I was afraid to talk to girls. All my friends were like the opposite, flirtatious, and they could talk to girls, and they were confident, and it really, really pissed me off. Every time I talked to a girl, I would want to say something, and I'd be like, no, I can't say that. That's not funny. That's a bad story. Why would anyone care? Why would she care? That's boring. Don't say that. I would just have this inner conversation with myself, when there's a human being in front of me that I could be having a conversation with instead. And so I'd hold back. Is that someone you want to hang around, you want to be around? No. People who are repressed, we find them repulsive because we can tell they're not authentic. There's an ulterior motive. There's something that is icky here. And so I would talk to girls, and I was clearly repressed, holding back, and girls would be like, really nice meeting you. I'm going to find my friends now. I realized, well, maybe I don't need to learn fucking pickup lines and stuff. What if I just gave less fucks so I could express myself freely, so you could see the real me and then decide, do I like this person or not? And both of those are okay. But at least I would be bringing the real me to the...
Is there a part of you that thinks if you had a lot of money, you might overspend?
I mean, I'd buy like a yacht and a bunch of people to get on that yacht.
Why would your life be better if you had a yacht?
Because I really like the water, and I could go out and just...
You could do that in like a dinghy though. Why a yacht?
Because it would show basically my family that I proved them wrong.
Okay. So thank you for being honest. I appreciate that. Now, first of all, are there cheaper ways to prove your parents wrong? Yes. Yachts are very expensive. I assure you of that. Second, though, if your motivation is to prove someone else wrong, where does your validation lie? Is it in your hands or in their hands? Their hands. I will never feel fulfilled because I'll always be waiting for them. And the reality is most people won't admit when they're wrong. That motivation is a toxic motivation. Our approval should be internally generated by ourselves, measured by our own yardstick. What I'm really saying here is fuck the yacht. You want to get a yacht? Get a yacht. Get it for yourself. Is there a part of you?
People's opinion of you is none of your business, nor should you make it yours. You get in a lot of trouble worrying about what somebody think about you, when really, what difference do it make? whether they wrong or right. And what difference do it make? The majority of people who have a negative viewpoint of you really don't even know you. What I found about being successful is it wasn't me who changed. It was people's opinion of me that changed. You know, I got more, but I'm the same dude. But your opinion of me has changed. Now you think I'm all that. When in actuality, I really am humbled by all this. I really can't believe God let me have this. I really do understand that I am here but by the grace of God. I'm clear about that.
Every decision that you make has consequences. Are you making yourself better? Or are you making yourself worse? Are you moving forward or are you moving back? Are you making progress or are you stagnating? Every little decision you make counts.
There are no shortcuts. There are no hacks. If you want to take the easy road, I promise you it's longer and more painful than the hard road.
If you set out and you say you're going to do something, do yourself a favor and don't lie to yourself. Because that is the worst thing that an individual can ever do. You think you lying to your peers. You think you lying to your mother. You think you lying to your teacher. You think you lying to your coach. At the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, you lying to you. In 10 years from now, nobody can do anything for you. That's going.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
What do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
If you never heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who never cut you. I gotta be honest with you, when it comes to relationship pain and when it comes to heartbreak, it's a drive-through only matter. You can't go around it, you can't avoid it. The only way to get over it is to actually face it and drive through it.
You have to tell yourself the truth of what it's going to take for you to be successful. It doesn't come easy. You're going to have to go out there and get it. Nobody's going to give you nothing. There's no rescue team coming, no National Guard, no aid coming, nothing. You're going to have to go out there and get it. The only way forward is to decide that you want that dream so bad that you are going to work harder, you're going to get up earlier, you're going to stay later, you're going to push past the people who doubted you and laughed at you and hated on you. I want you to be fearless. I want you to be decisive. I want you to make a decision right now that when you fail and you fall to your knees, I want you to remember the power of you, and I want you to get back up on your feet. Make a decision today that when you're in the darkness, you'll remember the power of you.
You need to change your mind because some of you are thinking about giving up because you're in a season of failure. But just because you failed doesn't mean that God doesn't have a bright future in store for you. It is always too soon to quit.
I saw a woman walking with her kid. The kid has galoshes on and a raincoat on. And there's this big, juicy, muddy puddle right there. I said, please let the kid jump in the puddle. You know the kid wants to jump in the puddle. The kid is like 3 or 4. And what does the mother do? Pulls the kid around to prevent that from happening. That was a bit of curiosity in that moment that was extinguished. Gone. Kids are sources of chaos and disorder. Get over that fact. And where does the disorder come from? It's because they are experimenting with their environment. Everything is new to them. Everything. You splash the water, there's mud, it's fun. You get to see the cause and effect of a force, downward force operating on a fluid. You don't have kids with the intent of retaining a clean house.